Hello everyone and welcome back to the Iraqi Dinar News channel. Today, something massive is happening that has captured attention not just in Iraq, but all around the world. If you thought currency updates were slow and predictable, think again. IQD and VND, two currencies that many have quietly followed for years, have suddenly exploded past all-time highs. This is not a minor fluctuation or a small increase that goes unnoticed. We're talking about a movement so large, so rapid, that even longtime investors and currency watchers are pausing to reconsider everything they thought they knew. The excitement is palpable, both online and in quiet conversations between people who have been tracking these currencies for years. From casual discussions to high-level financial planning, everyone is asking the same question: could this really be the beginning of a historic shift? And the energy around this story is contagious, pulling in those who never even thought they would care about foreign exchange. For a long time, people have been watching the Iraqi Dinar IQD and the Vietnamese Dong VND, wondering if they would ever show the kind of dramatic movement that makes headlines. Many were skeptical, thinking it was just another story that would fade away, another hope that never materialized. But recently the narrative has completely changed. Numbers on trading screens are no longer stagnant. They are moving fast, breaking records and rewriting expectations. What's happening is unprecedented. Investors who have seen years of slow and steady rates are now witnessing sharp, almost unbelievable climbs. This has created a wave of excitement among traders and everyday people alike. Suddenly, IQD and VND are no longer distant topics. They have become hot subjects, sparking curiosity and even optimism among people who might have avoided financial discussions for years. The sense of history being made is real, and the world is paying attention like never before. One of the most remarkable things about this surge is the speed. Markets often move slowly, giving people time to adjust and react. Not this time. One day the numbers look normal, steady, and predictable, and the next day they explode beyond what many thought possible. The IQD and VND are moving so quickly. The traders are running to recalculate charts and adjust their strategies in real time. Analysts who had modeled trends for months are now finding their predictions outdated within hours. Even casual investors who only check occasionally are noticing the rapid shifts and trying to understand what it means for them. It's the kind of movement that can change market sentiment in a single day, creating both excitement and caution. People are paying attention not just to the numbers, but to the meaning behind them. And the discussion now is whether this surge is sustainable or just a temporary spike. The all-time highs that IQD and VND have reached are more than just numbers on a screen. They are symbolic, signaling a potential turning point for these currencies and the markets they operate in. For years, people have talked about maybe one day seeing these values reach new levels. And now that day seems to have arrived. Investors and traders who remained patient are finally seeing their patience pay off. While newcomers are jumping in, trying to understand the opportunities and risks. This surge is not localized, either it's global, across Asia, Europe, and the Americas. People are noticing the sudden momentum. Conversations that once seemed niche are now mainstream. People are analyzing charts, reviewing their portfolios, and trying to figure out what comes next, and the energy is infectious. Those who have been in the financial world for decades are saying they haven't seen movement like this in these specific currencies before. The reaction from traders and investors is mixed but intense. Some are rushing to make moves, attempting to capture profits while the momentum is strong. Others are holding steady, believing that patience could lead to even larger gains in the long term. It's a moment of tension and exhilaration all at once. The markets are alive with activity, and the surge of IQD and VND is creating a ripple effect that touches people at every level of finance. Even casual watchers who normally scroll past currency news are noticing these movements and asking questions. There's a sense that this is more than just a temporary event. The term historic is being used frequently, and in this context, it's not an exaggeration. People are starting to believe that something big is unfolding. And that belief is driving more attention, more speculation, and more action than ever before. A deeper look into what's driving this surge points to multiple possibilities. Some analysts suggest changes in economic policies are playing a role, possibly creating conditions for higher valuations. Others point to large-scale investments or private agreements that have not yet been publicly revealed, quietly influencing market behavior. And then there are those who argue that it's simply the result of years of preparation finally coming together. Regardless of the cause, the outcome is clear. The Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong are standing taller than ever, forcing everyone to reconsider long-held assumptions. This surge has brought renewed focus on currencies that many had written off, reminding investors that financial markets are unpredictable and full of surprises. The energy surrounding IQD and VND is not limited to financial professionals. Ordinary people who had little reason to follow foreign exchange rates are now watching closely. Conversations in living rooms, offices, and online forums are buzzing with excitement and curiosity. People who previously thought these currencies were irrelevant are now intrigued, checking updates on their phones and asking questions about what it all means. This surge is breaking the barrier between professional traders and everyday citizens, creating a shared sense of anticipation and wonder. It's rare for a currency event to draw this level of attention, and it demonstrates how globalized and interconnected financial markets have become. Even small shifts in one currency can have far-reaching effects. And this moment with IQD and VND is a perfect example of that phenomenon. For those who have held on to IQD and VND for years, this moment is particularly meaningful. Patience, belief, and timing have all been tested over the slow years when the currencies seem stuck or undervalued. Many of these long-term holders never gave up hope, knowing that someday something significant could happen. And now that hope has been validated in a very real and measurable way. Watching numbers climb past all-time highs is more than just financial gain. It's proof that persistence and faith in these currencies can pay off. The excitement isn't just about money, it's about seeing a vision become reality, a vision that many doubted could ever come true. As this story continues, questions are emerging about what's next. Will the climb continue? Could there be pullbacks? How will this affect other currencies? Uncertainty is part of the thrill. Traders and analysts are weighing the possibilities, calculating risks, and making decisions based on rapidly changing data. Some are convinced this is just the beginning of a larger shift in the currency world. Others are cautious, noting that rapid surges can sometimes be followed by corrections. But whether the rise is sustained or temporary, the impact of this moment is undeniable. IQD and VND have captured the attention of people who had long ignored them. It's transforming the way they are perceived and creating opportunities for those paying attention. The global impact of this surge should not be underestimated. Currency fluctuations in Iraq and Vietnam are influencing markets far beyond their borders. Investors in other countries are watching, trying to anticipate the ripple effects. This sudden shift highlights how interconnected the world's financial systems have become. A move in one currency can influence decisions, trade, and even economic policies elsewhere. The surge of IQD and VND serves as a reminder that no market exists in isolation. What happens in one place can have consequences around the globe. And right now, the attention is firmly on Iraq and Vietnam. This has sparked a wave of renewed interest in markets that many had previously overlooked. And the story is far from over. This moment is more than financial news. It's a human story. It's about people who believed, waited, and stayed ready. It's about patience paying off in a way that validates years of trust. It's about ordinary people being drawn into something bigger than themselves, feeling the excitement and possibility firsthand. It's about realizing that markets can surprise you, and sometimes in ways that make history. Watching IQD and VND rise past all-time highs is a reminder that opportunity often comes when least expected, and that persistence and vigilance can turn long-held hopes into tangible results. So, here we are, witnessing IQD and VND at heights no one imagined just a few years ago. Feeling the excitement, curiosity, and intensity of a market that is alive with change. Whether you are a seasoned investor or just a casual observer, this is a moment to pay attention to. A moment that could redefine perceptions and strategies for years to come. The surge is historic, the energy is real, and the possibilities are endless. Markets have a way of reminding us that nothing is permanent, and that sometimes patience, belief, and timing combine to create something extraordinary. This is not just a story about numbers, it's a story about hope, opportunity, and history in motion, and all eyes are watching closely to see what comes next.